everybody, what's up? I'm so excited you're here today. Since today is going to be a rest day in the Body Boost Challenge, we decided to give you an option to either go out and go on a walk or to do a yoga flow here with me. Personally, I always choose to do a yoga flow as I honestly believe that motion is the lotion, and the more that we move our bodies, the better it becomes and the more habitual it is in our life. So without further ado, we are going to get started. So if you could start in a seated position here, making sure that your sit bones are nice and tight against the ground. If crossing your legs is uncomfortable, feel free to put them out. But sitting here, finding a resting spot for your hands. At this time, we're going to set the intention for our practice. So having your hands up allows you to receive information, and putting your hands down is meant for grounding. Whatever you feel like you need in this section, take a moment to sit there. And we're just going to begin to arrive by inhaling and exhaling. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Taking a moment to let all of your worries slip away and just be here, present in the moment and breathing. Focusing on nothing other than your breath coming in and then pushing it out. On this next inhale, we're going to bring our knees up and we're going to do a seated cat-cow. So on the inhale, rounding our shoulders in, tucking our stomach back. Exhale, shooting our chest forward. Inhale, rounding with the shoulders and the spine. Exhale, pushing our chest up and exposing it. Inhale, pushing it all the way back. Exhale, pushing forward. On this inhale, taking a moment to spread both of our knees out, putting the palms of our feet together, connecting here with your peace fingers, connecting them around your big toe, pulling back up and through the shoulder to begin to stretch out the chest. Planting as an anchor through your toes, rolling your shoulders back to stretch that chest. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale here, rolling those shoulders back as needed, feeling that stretch, separating them from each other. Exhale. Last inhale. And on the exhale, releasing down, away, and tipping over those legs. Taking a moment to rock side to side if you need to begin to warm up your hips and relax your sit bones. Just taking this moment here, rolling around as needed. I like to go side to side, but some people like to go forward and backwards, making a nice circle and then switching it. Warming up those legs together, maybe flapping them a little bit. Taking one last moment here before planting our left hand down and our right hand beside it, shooting both of our legs back into high plank. Exhale, dropping through chaturanga and lifting up into up dog. And on this inhale, we're going to tuck our back toes, shooting our hips up and back, trying to push our heels down, finding downward facing dog. Sinking back, trying to touch your chest to your thighs. Inhale, coming up onto the tippy toes into high plank. Exhale, shooting our hips back. Inhale, coming up into high plank. Exhale, shooting our hips back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, finding down dog. Taking a moment here to walk out both of your legs as needed, stretching through your calves and sinking your chest down as if you're trying to touch it against your thighs. Inhale here, coming up into high plank. Bringing your right knee up into your chest, sitting it down, and finding a seated pigeon. Making sure that both of your hips are facing forward, making adjustments as needed. If this is too difficult, feel free to put a pillow or a yoga block underneath your butt on the right side. Holding here. And if you want to take a moment here to find your power pose and strengthening your back, shooting both of your arms back, trying to touch your shoulder blades together. Holding here. And on the exhale, sinking forward over that leg into swan. Holding here, stretching forward, making sure our chest and energy is still pushing up and out to stretch through the leg. Inhale here, coming back up, planting the hands beside the knee, tucking the left toes underneath, and lifting your right knee up to your chest. Shooting it back and up into three-legged dog. And then exhale, dropping it down back into downward facing dog. Inhale here, coming up into high plank. Exhale, dropping through chaturanga and lifting up into up dog. And then pushing back into child's pose. Inhale here, coming back up, tucking those toes, shooting our hips back, finding downward facing dog. Inhale, coming up into high plank. Exhale, bringing our left knee up to our chest, then dropping it down to find pigeon on the other side. Walking out our legs as needed to once again make sure that our hips are facing forward and stacked over each other, feeling the stretch through both sides of your leg. Taking a moment here, finding that power pose, sinking your arms back, lifting your chest up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, pushing over that leg and laying down onto it. Breathing through this. Once again, if it gets too intense, feel free to lift up with your body in any direction that makes it feel better. Just making sure we're keeping that all in alignment. Holding here. Inhale, walking our hands up beside our left leg, planting both hands onto the mat, tucking your right toes, bringing your knee up to your chest, shooting it back and up for three-legged dog. Exhale, dropping back into downward facing dog, walking our legs out as needed right here. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, dropping through chaturanga, finding up dog, tucking our hips and shooting back into child's pose. Inhale here, finding a tabletop position. So stacking our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips, making sure everything is balanced. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the right foot, putting it straight out behind us, planting our toes, planting through your hands and pushing back for a nice calf stretch. Stretching through here. Inhale. Once again, making sure that we're pushing down, trying to connect our heel down to the ground, stretching out that calf. Moving your foot as needed, maybe bouncing up and down, whatever feels best for you and your flow. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, pushing right back down onto the same foot. Holding there, trying to sink a little bit deeper this time. Stretching out. Inhale, relaxing and bringing your knee underneath. Exhale, changing sides, left foot shooting back, planting those toes, planting against your palms and pushing back. Dropping into this stretch. Holding here and pushing. Once again, rocking or bouncing depending on what feels best for you and your practice. Inhale here, releasing off of those toes. Exhale, shooting back onto them. coming up, finding that tabletop position, and sinking back onto your knees, walking your wrists up, and rolling your shoulders back. Finding a nice tall kneeling position here, as if there's a string at the top of your head pulling your body apart. Inhale here. Exhale, sinking forward, pushing the butt into the air, dropping the chest down, puppy dog pose. Getting this nice stretch through your shoulders, alleviating time from being spent onto your wrists. Inhale here. Exhale, coming into a forward plank on your forearms. Exhale, dropping your body down and finding Sphinx pose. Stretching through your shoulders and your core at this time. Exhale, dropping down onto the mat, releasing your shoulders down beside you. Inhale, lifting your shoulders up and your toes up for a half Superman. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop down. On this inhale, planting your palms, lifting your body, and switching sides. So you're sitting, allowing your legs to go right in front of you, pulling your toes back. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, dropping over the legs, reaching forward as much as you can go, and just allowing your body to relax over the legs and stretch down. Breathing through this. Once again, if you need a little added support, putting a pillow underneath your chest can really help. Pulling deeper if you need it, or just sitting here, whatever feels best for you in your practice. Inhale, walking our hands up and taking our left leg and bringing it into a cradle position. So grabbing your left arm and putting the knee in the crook of the arm and connecting, holding your leg into this cradle. If you need a deeper stretch, lifting your right leg up to stretch against itself. Stretching here. Holding, holding, holding. Inhale here, pulling deeper. Exhale, dropping that right leg, hinging at the hips, leaving the left leg down into a figure four, and reaching over, stretching. Holding here for just a moment. And exhale, walking up, releasing the figure four. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinging at the hips, dropping into that forward fold once more. Pulling yourself deeper if you can. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On this exhale, walking your legs up, or your arms up. Bringing your right leg into the cradle position, so the crook of your elbow to your knee, and sinking into the stretch, lifting the left leg if you need, holding here and feeling the stretch through your glute, pulling up, maybe rocking back and forth if you need to. Inhale here, pulling deeper as your body allows. Exhale, dropping over the leg, finding that figure four, reaching to your left leg and stretching over top of that figure four. Inhale here. Exhale. On this inhale, walking your body up, releasing that figure four, back into staff's pose. Inhale here, arms up. Exhale, planting your arms behind you, fingers facing away. Sinking back onto those arms. Lifting up, dropping your head back, stretching through the chest and the biceps. Inhale here. And exhale. And exhale, sinking deeper into the stretch as your body allows. Inhale. Exhale. And on this exhale, sinking down onto your elbows. Finding corpse pose. Laying here ever so slightly. Your hands can go up to receive or down to ground, whatever feels best for you and your body. Holding here for just a moment. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 7 this time. So inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. Exhale. Just taking a moment to focus on your breath and relax into your mat. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, tipping over to one of your sides and pushing back up into a seated, comfortable position. Taking a moment here to be grateful for your practice, for your body, and for everything it does. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, connecting your palms, bringing them down your meridian, hands to heart center. Namaste.